Hello students, I hope you all are healthy and having a happy life. Students, take out your SST books and take out chapter number 21. Students, in the last class we have done the topics like introduction of the chapter and religious teachers. And here are some questions regarding the last topic. So our first question is, name one of the oldest religions of India. Second, name the holy books of Hinduism. Third, what are the teachings of Gautam Buddha and Mahavir? Fourth, who considered Prophet Muhammad the messenger of God? Fifth, who is the founder of the Sikhism? Students, in today's class we will cover the topics like social reformers and kings. First of all, let us know who is known as social reformer. Students, a social reformer is one who has the qualities of humanity, mankind, having the ability to change the existing state for the betterment of the people. Students, reformers are the persons who cannot able to see the pain of the weaker section of people. Social reformers have to struggle a lot because it is not easy task to make the crowd unite and change their old thinking. Students, in India there are many social reformers who have changed the thinking of the people. They struggled a lot for bringing changes in the society. The first social reformer of India is Rajaram Mohan Roy. Let's start reading from book now. Social reformers. Social reformers are people who fought against the evil practices such as child marriage, sati. Sati means the practice of burning the wife along with her husband when he died, and the caste system. The brave fight which they put up helped our society to improve. Students, this paragraph describes about social reformers. First of all, the reformer means a person who makes changes in the society such as Rajaram Mohan Roy, Ramabai Ranade, etc. Students, social reformers are the ones who used to fight for good changes in the society and against the bad practices or wrong practices of society, like child marriage, where children were forced to marry at a very young age. Then sati, this is the practice of burning the wife along with her husband when he died. And the caste system. This is the practice of discriminating people on the basis of caste. Students, because of our social reformers only, our society has improved. Come to the second paragraph now. Rajaram Mohan Roy was one such reformer who lived in Bengal. He fought against the then existing evil practices of society such as child marriage, caste system and sati. He believed that education alone would put an end to these social evils. Students, Rajaram Mohan Roy is known as the father of modern India. He is also the founder of the Brahmo Samaj. Rajaram Mohan Roy lived in Bengal. He fought against the wrong practices, or we can say traditions of the society like child marriage, caste system and sati. Students, Rajaram Mohan Roy is known as the father of modern India because he knew that education is the only medium with which we can remove social evils from the society. Let's start reading the third paragraph of the page. Ramabai Ranade is a social reformer from Maharashtra, worked for the women's education and widow remarriage. Ramabai's contributions include the establishment of an organization named Women's Suffrage Movement in 1921 in Mumbai. She also founded a school to give free primary education to girls. Students, Ramabai Ranade was an Indian social worker and one of the first women's rights reformer in the 19th century. Students, Ramabai Ranade was a social reformer from Maharashtra who worked for the women's education and widow remarriage. Ramabai had also established an organization named as Women's Suffrage Movement in 1921 in Mumbai. Students, she has also founded a school to give primary education to girls. Now let's read about the kings. Let's start reading from book which is on page number 137. Kings. Emperor Ashok fought and won many wars. The death and bloodshed of thousands of soldiers at the end of the Kaling War made him sad. He became a follower of Buddha and began to spread his message of simplicity, honesty, and non-violence. He is known in history as Ashok the Great, not for the battles that he fought but for his welfare functions. The meaning of emperor is ruler or king, and the meaning of bloodshed is killing. Students, Emperor Ashok is also known as Ashok the Great. He was the king of the Mauryan dynasty. Students, Ashok had a war against the state of Kaling, which is modern Odisha, and this war made him sad because thousands of people were killed and wounded. Then he became a follower of Lord Buddha and started following Buddhism. Students, then Emperor Ashok started spreading message of simplicity, honesty and non-violence. Students, the meaning of honesty is imandari and meaning of non-violence is peaceable. Emperor Ashok is known as Ashok the Great because he did a lot for the social welfare, like construction of rest houses, hospitals, dispensaries, planting trees, dug wells, etc. Now let's talk about Emperor Akbar. Let's start reading. Emperor Akbar was one of the Mughal rulers who ruled India hundreds of years ago. Even today, he is remembered for his religious tolerance and the way he ruled for the welfare of the people. Akbar could not read and write, yet he encouraged art, literature, and music. The monuments built by him tell us about his rule and the way he patronized writers, painters, and architects. The meaning of encouraged is support, and the meaning of patronized is help. Emperor Akbar was the third Mughal emperor. He was a strong personality and a successful general. Akbar had enlarged the Mughal Empire to include much of India. He ruled India in the 16th century. Students, Akbar is remembered for his religious policy because being orthodox or strict Muslim, he had accepted and promoted other religions also. And he is also remembered for the way he ruled for the welfare of the people. Students, Akbar was illiterate person, means he did not know about reading or writing. Instead of that, Akbar had encouraged art, literature and music. There are number of monuments which are built by Emperor Akbar like Agra Fort, Buland Darwaza and Humayun's tomb, etc. The monuments built by Akbar tells us about his rule and the way he used to treat his writers, painters and architects. Let's read further. Sometimes the smallest act can create the greatest impact on people. Through their acts and teachings, many have achieved and won the hearts of the people. Their contributions and achievements are indeed an inspiration to us. Students, these lines mean that we could be inspired even by small acts, teachings, etc., as these acts and teachings have helped them to achieve great honors in the society and won the hearts of the people. The achievements and contributions of the great people inspire us and also motivate us to do work for social welfare. So students, with this only we have completed this chapter, And in this chapter we have done the topics like religious teachers, social reformers and kings. So now your homework is to do exercise A, B, C and D on book. Do exercise E on copy. Thank you.